and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 2, approval of minutes from the February 12th, 2024 regular meeting and the February 27th, 2024 special meeting. If no objections, the registered council chair shall approve same as written. Item 3, approval of warrants. Suggest a motion to approve and sign warrants 83 through 90 in the amount of $682,151.82. If no objections, the registered council chair shall approve same as written. Made, seconded. All those in favor? Item 3, approval of warrants. Suggest a motion to approve and sign warrants. Item 4, acceptance of gifts, donations, and grants. Suggest a motion to approve and accept the following gifts, donations, and grants in the amount of $100. Made, seconded. All those in favor? Item 3, approval of warrants. Suggest a motion. Item 2, approve and sign warrants. Item 4, acceptance of chairman's and town manager's comments. Have any grants in the amount of $100. Made, seconded. All those in favor? Item 3, approval of warrants. Suggest a motion. Item 2, approve and sign warrants. Item 4, acceptance of chairman's and town manager's comments. Have any grants in the amount of $100. All those in favor? Item 3, approval of warrants. Item 2, approve and sign warrants. Item 4, acceptance of chairman's and town manager's comments. Grants. All those in favor? Item 3, approval of warrants. Item 2, approve and sign warrants. Item 4, acceptance of chairman's and town manager's comments. Grants. We wait for the discussion item.
Yep.
Item
3, approval of warrants. Item 2, approve and sign warrants. Chairman's and town manager's comments.
We have this.
We wait for the discussion item.
School budget.
Yep.
Article 10 information.
Item 2, approve and sign warrants.
Is it a joint meeting or is it just inviting us? Okay. Is it a joint meeting or is it just inviting us? Is it? Okay. Planning board report? Monthly reports, questions, comments, concerns, monthly reports.
Is it a joint meeting or is it
Nothing, just open forum. Do we have anyone here for the planning board report? We do it during the discussion. On the
Is it a joint meeting or is it
Nothing, just open forum. Do we have anyone here for the Item 9, public hearing, renewal state liquor license application, Windmill Restaurant. Note the new owner, second year, therefore has to have a public hearing for under 5 years of ownership. Suggest motion move to open a public hearing for the purpose of hearing all written comments on proposed renewal state liquor license.
Item 9, public hearing, renewal state liquor license application, Windmill Restaurant.
Second, all in favor?
New owner, second year, therefore
5-0.
has to have a public hearing for
During that at 7:03 p.m.
open a public hearing for
Questions, comments,
all
concerns?
written comments on proposed renewal state liquor
Item
license.
9, is it over 7:03 p.m.?
Application, Windmill Restaurant.
Item 9, suggest motion move to approve the renewal state liquor license application for Windmill Restaurant. During that at 7:03 p.m. Made, seconded. All in favor? 5-0. All right, discussion.
Just
Lake Water.
approve the renewal state liquor license application.
Wait,
Windmill
Yeah, good. Made, seconded. All in favor? 5-0. Yeah, all right, discussion. Lake Water. Yeah, good. Yeah, all right, discussion. Hey, just state your name. Yeah, all right, discussion. Hey, just state your name.
At the end of January, I noticed that the water levels have dropped quite a bit. And the dam looked like it was starting to dam. And I just think we need to revisit, Justin, the winter. So I can just, around 50 inches. And it was like, my thing, one of my daughters, maybe 15 to 50 inches. I think I some
Thank you. Thank you.
So we're just the rain levels are definitely and obviously the melt. We're seeing a lot of so we change them to rain levels. It's gonna make a big trying to eliminate pressure more this out a little bit, see what happens this summer. See what works in our advantage. Kind of go from there and next year. As of right now, I wouldn't touch it because of it getting overwhelmed.
And just to go with like the overflow is not a permanent like solution. It's a temp fix if we get too much rain. Until we can pull boards or and just to go with like the overflow is not a permanent like solution. It's a temp fix if we get too much rain. Until we can pull boards or and just to go with the overflow is not a permanent solution. It's a temp fix if we get too much rain. Until we can pull boards or and just to go with the overflow is not a permanent solution. It's a temp fix if we get too much rain. Last questions? John?
What about your levels on the other lakes? How are they holding up, or are they like Folsom, or are they?
Well,
John?
What about your levels on the other lakes? How are they like Folsom, or are they?
We ended up dropping the levels, we got it down to 37 today.
What about your levels on the other lakes?
We get 1 inch, 2 inches. Double
Like Folsom, or are they?
could be dangerous in that part, especially down there. Upper really isn't too bad. It's 44 on the 6th. Some levels is 26, and is 50. And then on the 8th, we gained it was 36 inches on the 8th. and then it was 35.49. So as you can see, we've got the rain coming.
We're still waiting for the reports to come back on what we actually need to do to these dams to make sure that we're not blowing one out. Okay. Do we have any idea when those are waiting for the reports to come back on what we actually need to do to the dam and make sure that we're not blowing one out? Do we have any idea when those are waiting for the reports to come back on what we actually need to do? Thank you. Any idea when those are waiting?
No.
When you guys will, readjust for
This year's gonna be a little bit different because of obviously what we have to do this year. So like talking with Link, Link's been doing this for years and years since the I was there. Obviously it's gonna be a lot easier this year than it was that. Just because once we have the snow,
just my concern is it fluctuating that much, like 2 or 3 feet worth of water. I'm expecting it to have that efficient pretty good, so I just wish it was more consistent.
right now, unfortunately, right now, if we didn't drop that, if we gained that much more, that's much more pressure on that dam. And if that dam lets go, we won't have much water in that. So that's an area. I don't know if there's a need to revisit this right now. As Wade said, we need to see what everything's going to do. We can't change these every time somebody has a problem. There's so many people and everybody has a different opinion. We gotta stick with what we've said. See what the overflow does, as you said, we need to see what and see where we are. Give us a year, 2 years. We can't change. Like, this was an abnormal winter. So many people, it's unfortunate. We gotta stick with what we're at, the point where see what's overflow does. See what we see. Give us a year. 2 years. We just changed. Like, this was an abnormal winter. We never really know what we're. So many people, it's unfortunate. We gotta stick with what we're at, the point where see what's overflow does.
The town didn't control it till after the mill anyway. The town didn't control it till after the mill anyway. Yeah, they did. Just, yeah.
If you step in the other direction and blow the dam at the upper, or blow the dam at Folsom, we're gonna have
The town didn't control it till after the mill anyway. Yeah, they did. Just, yeah.
I mean, that's how quick that's gonna go. If that takes that dam out of Norfolk, I mean, that's our problem. If we make a mistake in the other direction, that's our problem. We're not even gonna have the, it'll be a screen. I mean, that's how quick that goes. A lot of people depend on it. I know the window level is low, but if we had to have 2 or 3 feet of snowpack and then rain on top of it, then that overflow is not gonna fix that. If we lost upper, and upper, I agree with you, the upper needs to be worked first. Because I mean, if you get all of upper coming to Folsom, that's gotta go somewhere too, and that overflow is not gonna handle that. So if we make a mistake in that direction, I mean, I know it's tedious, and I know we don't have a lot of water, we'll get the level back up, but I mean, both my dogs were sitting right in the middle, and early. But it also is, to open it up maybe a little bit earlier this year, you know, and get water back in. If we make a mistake in the wrong direction, we won't have any damage. That's what scares me. I can't answer that, I truly can't, but I know that we do need all three of those dams, especially with a new mill coming in. We're gonna need, you know, I don't know how much water they're gonna be using, but they're gonna have a mill pond down there. And, you know, they're gonna be using water too, so, I think, you know, what Wade and Nick are doing right now is, they're erring on the side of caution maybe more than we should. Yeah.
You know, when I saw, you know, the weekend before last, you know, not.
You're talking about winter fishing, right, not summer fishing?
Oh.
Erring on the side of caution. I seen that pretty much. I gotta tell you.
Well, this year was not bad, but I mean, in the years past, I mean, it did get better this year, definitely, but in the years past and that.
When we dropped it so much that they didn't have beds to spawn in, that was a bad year for we dropped it. I gotta tell you. But we fixed that, we fixed that, so now we do have those levels that we can actually, when we dropped it so much, they have places now in all three of them. That was a bad year, that's a whole lot of years. I gotta tell you. But we fixed it. So now we do have those levels that we can actually, when we drop it so much, they have places now in all three of them. That was a bad year, that's a whole lot of years. I gotta tell you. But we fixed it. Now we do have those levels that we'll talk to Mother Nature and see. I don't think that's gonna happen. We'll talk to Mother Nature. I think
Anyone else? All right, so nothing else. We'll move on to item 11, appointment for the FY 2025 Budget Committee members. Note all Budget Committee members will need to take an FOAA training per the amended FOAA training law, 1 MRS subsection 412. Item 11, and fill out a completion sheet to be filled with the town clerk. Budget Committee members. Do we have anybody for? Note all Budget Committee members will need to take an FOAA training per the amended FOAA training law, 1 MRS. Does anyone else have anybody? Section 412. Item 11, appointment for the FY 2025 Budget Committee members. I think this is, do you have anybody just double check? I think Kathy may have said this. Will need to take an FOAA training for the amended FOAA training law, 1 MRS. Does anyone else have anybody? Item 11, appointment for the FY 2025 Budget Committee members. I think this, do you have anybody just double check? I think Kathy may have said this. Will take an FOAA training for the amended FOAA training law, 1 MRS. Does anyone else have anybody? Item 11, appointment for the FY 2025 Budget Committee members. I think this, do you have anybody just double check?
Name, sir? Tim Wright. I have a second, George. Tim Wright. Thank you, sir. Name, sir? Tim Wright. I have a second, Tim Wright.
And Kathy's pick. Oh my God, right there. And Kathy, Steve Perry is Kathy's pick.
Steve Perry.
Yeah. Anybody else? All right, suggest motion move to confirm the following appointments for the FY 2025 Budget Committee. Steve Clay, Tim Wright, and for John, and Steve Perry for Kathy. Anybody else? All right. Suggest motion move to confirm the following appointments for the FY 2025 Budget Committee. Steve Clay, Tim Wright, and for John, and Steve Perry for Kathy. Item 12, approve abatements. Suggest motion move to abate the request for the assessor and tax collector as listed. Confirm the following appointments for the FY 2025 Budget Committee. Steve Clay, Tim Wright, and for John, and Steve Perry for Kathy. Item 12, approve abatements. Suggest motion move to abate the request for the assessor and tax collector. Accepted. Discussion. Confirm the following appointments for the FY 2025 Budget Committee. Steve Clay, Tim Wright, and for John, and Steve Perry for Kathy. Item 12, approve abatements. Suggest motion move to abate the request for the assessor and tax collector. Accepted. Discussion. Confirm the following appointments for the FY 2025 Budget Committee. Steve Clay, Tim Wright, and for John, and Steve Perry for Kathy. Item 12, approve abatements. Suggest motion move to abate the request for the assessor and tax collector. Accepted. Discussion. Confirm the following appointments for the FY 2025 Budget Committee. Steve Clay, Tim Wright, and for John, and Steve Perry for Kathy. Item 12, approve abatements. Suggest motion move to abate the request for the assessor and tax collector. Accepted. Discussion. Confirm the following appointments for the FY 2025 Budget Committee. Any other discussion?
Steve Clay, Tim Wright, and for John, and Steve Perry
All those in favor?
Item 12, approve abatements. Suggest motion move to abate the request for the assessor and tax
Fails
collector.
due to lack of majority.
Confirm the following appointments for the FY 2025 Budget
Any
Committee.
other discussion?
Steve Clay, Tim Wright, and for John, and Steve Perry
All those in favor?
Item 12, approve abatements. Suggest motion move to abate the request for the assessor and tax
Fails
collector.
due to lack of majority.
Confirm the following appointments for the FY 2025 Budget
Any other
Committee.
discussion?
Steve
Yep.
Clay, Tim Wright,
Some of
and
them
for John, and
has failed to pay the taxes are a lot different than someone who sold a piece of property and there's another tax.
request for the assessor and tax collector.
I think there's just too many
Confirm the following appointments
people
for the FY 2025 Budget Committee.
bunched in
Steve
the
Clay, Tim Wright,
and someone who just failed to pay taxes, failed to have shit, is different than, you know, sold a piece of somebody and there's another guy who owns this, and I think there's too many. That's all. So, bunched in there, maybe like that, pull it off, failed to pay taxes, failed to pay taxes, so differently, you know, but I see that how the guy who owns this, I think there's so many different circumstances to people who put that in there. And those people fail to show you.
Right. Item 13, suggest motion, move to appoint Andrew Finero to fill the unexpected vacancy on the Regional School Unit 67 Board of Directors until the next election in November 2024, as recommended by the appointment committee. Right. F-U-R-N-A-R-O. Finero to fill the unexpected vacancy on the Regional School Unit 67 Board of Directors until the next election in November 2024, as recommended by the appointment committee. F-U-R-N-A-R-O. Finero to fill the unexpected vacancy on the Regional School Unit.
I filled in for Kathy and Marcel, so that's just who
as recommended by the appointment committee.
that's who Dan. nominated.
Any other questions?
All those in favor?
I filled in for Kathy and Marcel. Item 14, appoint members. Suggest a motion move to appoint Denise Kuznier. Yes. All those in favor? Good luck. Item 14, appoint members. Suggest a motion to appoint Denise. Yeah, if you want to spell it. Kuznier. Yes. All those in favor? Good luck. And Jamie Graham to the planning board for a one-year term to expire May 2024, as recommended by the appointments committee. Kuznier, yes. All those in favor? Good luck. Motion made, seconded. Any discussion? And Jamie Graham to the planning board for a one-year term to expire May 2024, as recommended. Suggest motion move to appoint Mike Ireland and Anthony Morcus to the planning board for a three-year term to expire May 2027, as recommended by the appointments committee. Anthony Morcus.
To the planning board for a one-year term to
think that's how
expire
you say
May
it.
2024 as recommended.
Suggest motion move to appoint Mike Ireland and Anthony Morcus to the planning board for a 3-year
Motion
term
on
to
that one?
expire May 2027 as recommended by the Dan. Discussion? Anthony Morcus.
All those in favor?
For a one-year term to
That's how
expire
you say
May
it.
2024 as recommended.
Suggest motion move to appoint Mike Ireland and Anthony Morcus to the planning board for a 3-year
Motion
term
on that
to
one
expire
passes
May
4-0 with John abstaining.
Dan. Discussion? Anthony Morcus.
Item 16, appoint members. Suggest motion move to appoint Ashley Mitchell and Howard Black to the Library Advisory Committee for 3-year terms to expire in May 2027 as recommended by the Appointments Committee.
Dan. Discussion? Anthony
Morcus.
Item 16, appoint members.
Discussion?
Suggest motion move to appoint Ashley Mitchell and Howard Black.
Only
to
two.
the Library Advisory Committee for 3-year terms to expire in May 2027 as recommended
All those in favor?
by the Appointments Committee.
5-0. Just to put it out there for people, there is an empty spot on the Library Advisory Committee. If you'd like to be nominated, just let us know. We can do it at the next council meeting. Item 17, authorization and appointment. Suggest a motion move to authorize membership in the Maine Service Center Coalition to appoint Roger Bronson as a representative for the coalition in order to be eligible to vote at the business meetings. Item 17, authorization and appointment. Made seconded, discussion. Authorize membership in the Maine Service Center Coalition to appoint Roger Bronson as a representative for the coalition in order. Item 18, we are postponing till next month. Item 19, approval of event. Suggest a motion move to approve an after-hours 100th birthday of the library celebration event to be held at the library and hosted by the Friends of the Library using library staff for this function on Friday, May 17th, 2024. Item 19, approval of event. Suggest a motion move to approve an after-hours
discussion?
100th
Birthday of the library celebration event to be held at the library and hosted by the Friends of the Library using library staff for this function on Friday, May 17th, 2024. Item 19, approval of event. Suggest a motion to approve an after-hours discussion. Birthday of the library celebration event to be held at the library and hosted by the Friends of the Library using library staff for this function on Friday, May 17th, 2024. Item 19, approval of event. Suggest a motion to approve an after-hours discussion. Birthday of the library celebration event to be held at the library and hosted by the Friends of the Library using library staff for this function on Friday, May 17th, 2024.
So this isn't like an overtime thing for 2 days during the
It
weekend.
shouldn't be an overtime unless one of the two full-time people. Is one of the ones that has. It'll be offered up to all of them.
This isn't like an overtime thing.
So probably less than $100 for.
It shouldn't be an overtime unless just one of the two full-time people getting it approved ahead of time. It's one of the ones that has.
Any other discussion?
I'm just thinking about, this isn't like an overtime thing.
So probably less than $100 for.
Similar things. Just questions, just asking questions. You know.
Any other discussion?
Two employees for 2 hours. I mean, this isn't like an overtime thing.
So probably less than $100 for.
7 employees. I guess I'd say that I could work for this as well and do everything on it.
Any other discussion? So probably less than $100 for. Any other discussion? All those in favor? 5-0.
I guess I'd say that I could work for this.
All right, item 20, executive session. Suggest a motion move to retire into executive session pursuant to Title I, MRSA Section 456F for the purpose of discussing the poverty infirmity abatement. All right, item 20, executive session. Seconded, all those in favor?
Retire into executive session.
5-0.
MRSA Section 456F.
We are entering in at 7:28 PM.